The big question now is, why invite someone like Zakir Naik to the FIFA World Cup? Why color a football tournament with communal tones? We'll talk about this with our guest. Joining me on the show at this point in time is Mr. Sumit Peer, political commentator. Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, joins us on the show as well. Mr. Sunil Yashkalra, founder of Indian Sports Fan, joins me from the studio right here. And last but by no means the least, Mr. Mohammed Ali Shah, Empower Media panelist, is also here with us. Let me in fact rope in Mohammed Ali Shah into this conversation as well. Ali, what do you make of, forget about the fact that there is controversy around a number of decisions which the Qataris have made, but the fact of the matter is that they have antagonized India and a number of other countries, including the United Kingdom, which is going to be playing in the FIFA, a number of few more countries which will be representing themselves at the FIFA, by having Zakir Naik as a guest of honor. This is a wanted man. He is in the tally of a Dawood or an Osama bin Laden.
Absolutely, Vineet. It is really uncalled for, and the very fact that they are hosting FIFA and they are calling Zakir Naik is indeed not shocking. It is appalling, actually, Vineet, because he is a fugitive from India. He is most wanted in India, and apart from this, there have been controversies on Qatar. Why Qatar is hosting the World Cup? Well, nothing is known for sure, but there have been talks that they had to bribe people, and it's a smallest country to hold the World Cup. Now they have raising the expectation of arrival of 1.2 million fans in the 1 month long tournament, which more than a third of the Gulf Arab country. That is like 3 million population. And let me tell you one more thing. Apart from Zakir Naik, who they're calling as guest of honor, who is going to be giving religious sermons, one should not mix sports with this kind of religious sermons and controversy at all. I mean, apart from the fact that the fugitive, forget Zakir Naik. Had it been any other person coming there to give a religious sermon, it's totally uncalled for. It is not required at all. And Qatar, I don't know. I don't understand. I think they are acting their own foot.
But Ali, what about banning alcohol at the stadiums? When the Qataris go and watch, when the Qataris go and watch IPL and Copa Libertadores and all the other football leagues, I'm sure they must be drinking up.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is totally
hypocrisy, on part of this Muslim nation.
It is totally hypocrisy. I understand the fact, okay, in Saudi Arabia, if you say alcohol is prohibited in Saudi Arabia completely, it is prohibited in the nation itself. That I can still imagine. But in Qatar, it's hypocrisy. Here you will have alcohol, you will do Budweiser. I'll give an example. Budweiser has been a sponsor of World Cup since 1985. And last minute you take a U-turn and you say, no, we will not. Now I'll give you another thing. The activities of Budweiser and other brands in more than 70 markets. That's 1.2 million bars, restaurant and retail outlet. That's the kind of business Budweiser has been giving World Cup as well. And last minute, just 2 days before you take a U-turn. And one more thing, to address the LGBT community again. I think it's the most ridiculous thing. I think some of my very, very good friends are gay, and that is the way they're wired. That is the way they are. So one cannot really discriminate against them. One cannot say, oh, so-and-so is from the LGBT community, so LGBT community would not be allowed inside the stadium. Why not? So a lot of figures would be raised at Qatar throughout the world. In fact, the entire international community is watching them.
Concluding thoughts from Mohammed Ali Shah, and then we wrap up with Sumit Peer. Ali?
Vineet, as Sunil rightly gave out those 5 points, and very rightly so. So, the Indians who are also participating, who are stakeholders, I would say, they should have a rethink the way Qatar has had a rethink about backing out from alcohol, which is fine, which is fair enough, but you cannot back off 2 days before. And whereas Budweiser has been an official sponsor of the World Cup in 1985, and they say they're a conservative country, and rightly so. What about the alcohol being served at the Qatar Airlines? What about the alcohols being served in the country otherwise? Where is the conservative nature there? So it is height of hypocrisy. And when we talk about the LGBT community, Vineet, let me tell the entire world right now that I have lived in the Gulf, you have lived in the Gulf. There have been cases, the amount of cases of a rape between men to men over there are on the rise. They have been very, very strong because they are, a lot of people are frustrated lot. They don't get to see women openly. So yes, this is a total hypocrisy. This is something which Indians, stakeholders, in fact, like Lassen Tubo had a major contribution in the stadium. Indians, the meat that goes there, Indians that they are They go there and buy their tickets. So there are a lot of Indian stakeholders. They should have a rethink again on this, I would say.
All right.
Because
Okay.